And since then, we've been kind of inseparable. I bought a lot of notes from her.
Frickin' frack.
I would
Frickin' frack.
Yeah, so I started looking into that. Me and my husband started looking into the notes in 2017, but we never really took any move or steps just because we were very uncomfortable and we didn't really know what we were doing. And so I would say that it was faith that I met Jasmine in about 2020, December of 2023. And from there, now I have several notes from her. And then I recently purchased non performing notes. So I'm going through a couple of foreclosure, I would say three foreclosures that we're working on. And I'm very excited and happy about the results. And I would say that it's been quite a journey. But I feel that I can see that it is very rewarding. And like I said, like Jasmine mentioned, I've been going to her every deals, and this coming, I believe, April 9th, right? We have one coming up
Yes.
in Irvine.
I look forward to seeing you there, my friend. So if you are in the Temecula area, if you haven't already, type hashtag Nap Nation if you're a member and put in your city and state, please. So everyone can know where you are. But yeah, she's out in Temecula. If you're out there, you're not a member, she's always open to networking with people. And then she'll be out there on the night, so you get to meet some of these people in real life. IRL, as the kids say. All right. Well, thank you. Let's see. Who do we have next here to speak? Boyd. Oh, looks like it's an alphabetical order. I love it. Boyd, are you available to speak and introduce yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Hey, I've seen you before. Nice to see you again.
Yes. My name is Boyd McLean. I'm in San Antonio, Texas. As far as notes are concerned, I haven't done many in the last 2 years, but I specialize in non-performing seconds. It's a little different. It's not as much of a crowded field as other aspects of non-performing notes. And I look forward to networking with you folks.
Hey, Boyd, real quick, non-performing seconds. We definitely don't do that in this group. Can you give this group maybe one thing to hold on to? Maybe demystify a rumor about seconds or anything you want to tell us?
Well, what a lot of people don't realize is if you have a non-performing second, you're really in control of the whole deal because most companies or individuals that are in the first position, if you like file for foreclosure, you're controlling the deal. It takes a little bit more work, I would say, on the average 9 to 11 months to get a non-performing second performing and get it all set up. But I find it very fascinating and it leads to other deals that, I didn't have any concept that were out there. You get referrals from lawyers when they see what you can do
Mm.
with a non-performing second.
Oh, that's a great tip right there. So quick question to you. I have a non-performing second in New York. I know New York's a little scary, but if you're interested in looking at it, I'd love to show it to you. Like I said, my group's not really comfortable with seconds. That's not my area of expertise, nor do I teach it, but I'd love to send them your way when I get them.
Well, I'd like to thank you, but I stay out of judicial states.
Okay. So keep in mind non-judicial for Boyd and seconds.
Right.
All right. Well, I will keep my eye open, and I think I have your email just because I feel like we've networked over the last 15 plus years. So
Right. Yes.
yeah. All right. So Irene, make a note if you don't mind, find his card and type seconds on there so I can make sure I send him the seconds when I get them. All right. C. Kaiser, can you say hello?
Hello, my name is Craig Kaiser. I'm in the Denver metro area of Colorado. Um, you
Craig,
know,
hello.
it's been a while. My last note was a lease purchase, but I've been away from the space for a little while, doing some other investing, and looking forward to get back engaged. Prefer performing, just for headaches and time allowed. But yeah, totally open to partnering. But yeah, like I said, I'm just getting back into the space after some other things are closing out.
Friend, guys, this is what's this beautiful thing. He's a member of our community, and you just get to come in and out when we're going to be here. As long as I'm allowed, I'm going to be doing notes. So good to see you. Let's jump back into things. If you have an opportunity, I'm going to send an email and hopefully we can maybe do a 30-minute catch back up. Is that cool?
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I'll show you what we got. We've got some good inventory, especially along the performing notes, and we're doing some great things. You said San Antonio?
No, I said Denver, Colorado. I'm in the middle. I'm in the
Denver.
flyover zone.
Gotcha. All right. Hopefully you put that in the chat. We do have a few members out in Colorado, and you guys can link up, but I'm excited to have you back. All right. I don't know if David's here by himself, but I know that you are the husband of Anna. David, are you able to speak or?
Yeah, I can talk real quick. It's probably loud where I'm at and with a bunch of kids. But yeah, I'm Anna's husband, David. We're in the Temecula area of California. I just got back from the Philippines last night, so a little jet lag. Checking out some properties Anna and I own over there. We are currently working on a possible duplex deal in Oklahoma, which Jasmine helped us find and helping us work through. And we have the portfolio of notes that she helped us get over the past year and a half, so we're very happy with that. And other than that, I feel Anna kind of covered everything mostly for our portfolio already. So
Sorry to put you on the spot. Thank you for saying hello.
Worries. Yep.
So what's cool about this couple, I'm telling you right now, they're doing stuff. So if you are active and you are, even if you're a couple or not, but if you have a spouse and you guys want to see how it's done or get confidence, right? They come to this table with a tremendous amount of experience. They used to do commercial before here, but commercial just got a little risky and dangerous. And as you can see where it's going right now. And don't let me tell their story. Just get to know them. They're doing things, but I want to highlight that they are building a huge, I would say decent size. That's huge to me because I have zero, but resort out in the Philippines. So connect with them. They're looking for investors as far as I know. I know I'm going to get involved, but this is what this community is about. Finding people that you trust, that we've worked with over the past 10 years, who are successful track records and get things done, because some of us, this is our last shot, right? So anyway, I always want to shout out my members, David and Anna, say thank you for sharing. All right. Now, I'm going to introduce Dana Lopez, although you just joined, so I'm pretty sure you don't know what's happening, but you happen to fall in line. Everything's alphabetical. So if you're available, say hello. This is Coffee Notes. We're very casual. We're just telling people who we are, where we are, and what we're looking to do note-wise. If you have anything you want to share that we can learn from, we'd love it.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Dana Lopez. I'm in the city of Costa Mesa, and what I'm seeking to learn is about what you do and what things have worked and didn't work to grow your network or net worth. There you go. Sorry, getting tongue-tied this morning.
That's awesome. Where did you say you were again? It blacked out a little bit.
I'm in Costa Mesa.
Oh, California.
Yes.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome. Quick rundown real quick. Yeah, this is a casual meeting I've done for the past 12 plus years. First Saturday of every month, you can find us here just to shoot the as I like to say, about notes. And so this is a great place for you to start learning about what we do. Everyone here just introducing themselves, telling us about their last deal. If you have questions for me or asking myself, I want to make myself available. But yeah, just so you know what type of resources you have here. Do me a favor if you have not already, type in Costa Mesa, California in the chat so everyone knows where you are. You never know. You might have someone nearby you who wants to connect and reach out to you. All right. Thank you so much. And we're going to go to... Yes.
She's close to Irvine for April 9th. Costa Mesa.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, definitely. Let me
Actually, I work in the Hera Hub, so yes, you invited me from the Queen Bees. I'm here from the Queen Bees representing.
Oh, now that makes me feel better. We got to treat her special. Thank you. Queen Bees is a female group that I'm a member of, and I love those ladies. So it's like family. Thanks for coming out to support. Let's see, IIY Property Solutions. You want to say hello and let us know what solutions you're providing for properties? That sounds fun.
Yeah, sorry about that. My name is Kerry Noble Jr. And you may have gotten a friend request from me on LinkedIn because I'm a big guy on LinkedIn and I'm big on networking. So as people are speaking, I'm adding you on LinkedIn. I am in Indianapolis, Indiana. I started out wholesaling and rehabbing. I'm, as you said, solutions. I believe in solving problems and adding value. So I recently came across a guy that is in the market for commercial notes or large single family portfolios of notes. And he's looking for them. So it was so crazy. I got an email from you and yesterday, literally as I'm searching, I said, let me hop on this. So I registered.
Yeah,
That I don't know, whatever
love
you
it.
want to call it, God, the universe, whatever you believe in.
that's what I call it. That's what I call it.
I seen it. I'm here, and I believe that there's some value to be added here. I'm here for the networking. Again, currently looking for commercial and large portfolios of single
Hold on.
family notes portfolio. So that's it. I'm a networker at heart, and I just believe in adding value to people as I come across them.
That was amazing. One more time on your first name, and if you haven't already, please put your information in the chat.
Yep, Kerry, Kerry Noble, Noble Jr., Indianapolis, Indiana.
All right, wonderful. Yeah, please put your information in the chat because with your permission, I'm going to have Irene reach out to you and let us get on the call. I definitely have access to some commercial notes, but those are saved from my buyers club. Obviously, there's no need to blast those things out. So let's chat. Yeah, there's multiple ways of working with me, even if you're not able or willing to join the community, but I definitely, those bigger notes, if you have the capacity, let's talk about them. And then, yeah, no, I would always love you to come and join us. And yeah, we have I don't know you'll be able to make it to the Irvine event, but please definitely attend as much as you can online because you're going to get a lot of networking done here. That's what this is all about.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, James, Mr. Moore, how you doing, sir?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is my first visit. I got the information off Meetup and thought it would be something I'd be interested in. I focus in on single family homes primarily, but in doing that, I come across a number of seller carrybacks that they want to liquidate. So I had no idea that this was even a market. So I'm trying to learn more about notes and how to work with them, and hopefully can provide that service to my customers and clients. And I am from, I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So I'm not as far as east as Indiana, but I represent the Midwest anyway.
Awesome. And what part of the Midwest?
Upper Midwest, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I love it. I'm trying to think. I say that like that because I've seen very few notes from South Dakota. And when you see few notes, there's always a reason behind it. For example, I don't know if you guys know, but Pennsylvania, you don't see that many out of there, but Pennsylvania for a long time, a majority of the notes out there were owned by a few mafia families. Not kidding. And so it got to the point so bad that the authorities had to tell a few of these families that they were not allowed to own any more loans.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, I'm all about stories and things. I'm always investigating stuff, but South Dakota, I'm very interested to see why this is slow. You guys might just all be on top of things, handling your mortgages right. And that's all, too. All right, good stuff. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you again.
Indeed.
Let me see. What of our next meeting? Go ahead and type this in, Irene. You guys can text 855-541-6683. Text opt in, and then they will let you know via SMS when our next meetings are, and you'll get the links. All right. Oh my goodness, Lisa, I miss you so much. Good. Let me say hello to you. Lisa, it's your turn.
And you know what? I'm Pennsylvania. No.
Of course you are. So you know what I'm talking about. Tell them I'm telling the truth.
Right. Oh my goodness. So I'm close to Harrisburg in Pennsylvania. And I joined that in 2021, I think it was. I know it was like shortly after COVID and we were all at home. But I did buy a few notes. most of the ones I got were non-performing, so I had some issues with my borrowers. My last one, I just ended up selling the property because he was doing so well. He started reperforming. Then I don't know what happened to him, but he fell off the grid and stopped paying. So I had to eventually evict him and just sold the property on the market. So getting a lot of experience that way. So, but it is exciting. I like it. Just
Let me ask
with,
you a question.
Yeah.
Have you, and I don't know how much I'm able to ask, but can you tell them a little bit, since you're so experienced, like your profitability? Have you made money off of them? How many you've lost money off of? Or give them an idea of like what to expect for the new people here.
well, so I have had a total of 4 notes. So the 2 of them, the first one I got, I didn't realize was already vacant when I bought it, and they could not find the person anywhere. So that one I ended up finding a contractor that was in Minnesota. It was in a really good area. So I got a contractor, he fixed it up, and we kind of joint ventured on that and sold it. I think on that one, I probably broke a little bit even just because the time it took to try to skip trace for the person and stuff like that. I held it a little longer than I probably should have. This last one, I probably didn't make a whole lot on it just because he was not taking care of the property. The realtor told me that an investor actually went out to look at it and said, tear it down instead of fixing it up. But I did find a buyer for it eventually. So, but that one I probably did lose a little bit of money on. The other 2, the one I did buy was performing, so she's been doing well. And the other one was non-performing, but they started to perform. And I actually just got an email from him the other day that he wants to sell it. So he wants to know what his payoff amount is so he can sell the property to a cash buyer. So I think that one I'll probably make out pretty well with.
Right, excellent. So definitely a few takeaways for this, right? You can definitely lose money in notes. You have to know what you're doing. That's why the resources are important. And she's very honest about some of the things, right? Time is one of the biggest enemies here, although it's also, right? You've got to have patience, but you also have to know when to hit the balls back and forth and all that good stuff. So what I would say is that for you guys who are new, understand the importance of the community is just that, so that when you're stalling too much, I can kick you in the butt and say, hey, we got to get moving. Or if you're feeling, I know how it is sometimes. You're busy, you're distracted, you might be concerned about what the next step is. That's what we're here for. So thank you for sharing, because we want this to be an honest meeting about the goods, the bads, ups and downs. All right,
And
Lisa, so excited to
has
see you
been
again.
very
Yes.
helpful with me when I had questions and stuff like that. She was always easy to reach out to and help me out a lot. So that worked out well.
Yeah, back for more. Listen, when you're ready, let's do another 30-minute call and just catch up and make sure, you're in the right place if you need any help with your current notes, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, Irene, let's send her an email. All right, Daryl, another one of my favorite members. Good to see you, my friend. Can you introduce yourself and tell them about your note? How's it going? We finally got you one in your IRA, I think.
Hello and good morning, Jasmine.
Oh,
Yes,
wait, you see the new haircut? You like the new haircut? Sorry, I had to ask Daryl.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, the note that I own is performing. Everything seems to be going well. I'm looking forward to making another acquisition. So I'm starting to focus more back on the notes. So you will be hearing from me soon.
All right. Well, hopefully I can get you out here in person. I'd love to get a hug. We're supposed to be doing a class in October, so you'll start seeing stuff about that. And if you're a member, you get a huge discount on the 2-day class. So it should be around $800 or so. So it'll be really inexpensive to get you out here. That's what part of the membership is. And then if you're Buyers Club, you are already paid, so you get in for free. Dale, where are you? And if you can, type in hashtag in your city and state. And what state is your note in? Do you mind sharing?
No, I don't mind sharing. Where am I? I am in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's sunny today. I think the high is going to be about 84 degrees. So it's a beautiful day. Yeah, and my note is in Oklahoma.
Amazing. All right, so he's got a performing note. You put in your self-directed IRA, is that correct, or is it outside in the
It is in
LLC?
my self-directed IRA, yes, and I like to put some more notes in my self-directed IRA.
Amen, brother. All right, thank you so much. Look forward to it. Yeah, get on the calendar when you're ready. We'll talk
Thank you.
again. Of course.
I love the hairstyle
All right.
too. Beautiful.
Thank you, sir. I wanted to share reveal it on this call so everyone saw me in person before they saw me in the streets. All right, Mr. Pantek, I've been waiting for you because you, look, Mark and I go back before I even started this company. He has officially actually broke bread and joined the company, just probably out of respect, right? Because he does amazing things himself. He does a lot of training on his own. We compliment each other. I've always told him that. So I want him to take a few minutes to let everybody know what he does, how you can find him, because he's also a good resource. When I say that, I will mention to him that I have a property in Arkansas, and he's like, "Oh, I'm driving by there next week." And so he'll drive by and take pictures. So one thing I'm going to say, be more resourceful before you ask for more resources. Indeed. We've got a ton of them here if you're a Nap Nation member. And we're going to start with Mark. Scott will introduce you to. Do you have a time limit, Scott? We'll get to you in a minute.
No, I think I'm good. I just wanted to give Mark a second intro.
Yeah.
He's an amazing guy. I always wonder where he's located whenever we contact each other. But he's doing stuff all over the country, and he knows so many things about little teeny tiny towns all over. He's a great resource, like Jasmine said.
Big ups, Mark. Go ahead, take the floor.
Thanks for the shout out, Scott and Jasmine. And I also see Carrie was reaching out, saying hi. We'll have to catch up. But I have been in mostly Southern California for almost the last year and a half. I was speaking at a lot of RIA groups out here, Riverside and San Diego, and on a cruise that the Riverside group had. So I enjoy speaking and networking and always learning. Never stop learning. Always be networking and always be learning. And so I'm going to be leaving here Sunday, going to Arizona, checking on some tax liens, and I'm going to be buying. I got a guy who's been doing the tax liens for over 10 years, so he's foreclosing on some of these tax liens, and I'm going to be buying wholesale mobile home in the desert in Arizona, and then selling a note, creating a note, selling the property, creating a note. So I'm a little alternative in that a lot of my notes have come from creating seller finance. I enjoy that. And then also I enjoy seconds. I enjoy non-performing. I enjoy joint ventures. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy being crazy.
You see why we get along?
Out of the box. So I'm heading. Yep, I'm heading from here to Branson, Missouri, where there's a lady known as the Queen of Rehab, Robin Thompson. She's doing a 4-day massive passive, and she 6 years ago was making $35,000 a month passive income from her Airbnbs in Branson, and that's been on my list for a while. She's getting close to retire, so that's gonna be 4 days, and I'm going from there, Arkansas, gonna go check on that note for Jasmine. And so anybody got anything anywhere? If you got a problem, anything, or you got somebody need to check on something, I might be swinging by because the next 2 months, I'm going to be traveling. I just got a new client in Hawaii, so twist my arm. I'm going to have to go to Hawaii. When this is over this morning, I'm going to my Japanese class here in San Diego. So I've been studying Japanese in preparation for my time to Japan, also Philippines. I needed to connect back with Anna and David. Maybe I can stay at the resort or something. So, I mean, not just nationwide, worldwide. It's going to be, we've all heard Where's Waldo. It's soon going to be Where's Marco Polo, because I'm going to be here, there, everywhere, all over the world working on that. And I love it. If you love travel, we definitely need to talk. I do all kind of crazy. My latest thing I'm looking into is pet sitting and staying at mansions all over the world. I love animals. I love pets. I love staying for free at beautiful homes that would normally cost $5,000 a week.
Life hack, life hack.
Yeah, Mark, if you figure that one out, let me know.
Oh, I will be full of that, figuring that out. That's on the list of things I'm doing, crazy stuff I'm doing. So I've been talking.
So as a member, you're obligated to bring that one back. That's definitely private equity material.
I will be soon starting the YouTube channel on my combining passive income with the lifestyle of traveling the world, passive income and travel the world. So I'm sorting that out. Just attended a social media training. I'm talking about AI. AI is really big. Now think about this, everybody. Imagine if you learned AI well enough that you could go ahead and instruct your AI to sort out based on your criteria a whole pool of notes that's like thousands of notes, and instead of hours,
Bring it on,
minutes.
buddy. Bring it
I mean,
on.
so
I'm
there's so much
excited.
exciting stuff going on for us to learn. My latest deal that I've worked on has been an apartment complex that we bought in Abilene, Texas back in September, 100 unit. I started out with a duplex, a fourplex, a 8, a 12, a 20, a 40 in San Antonio, and now 100. And now I'm going for 100. It's going to keep going every year. So I like apartments
Perfect.
for passive income. I like notes. I like tax liens, tax deeds. I like a variety of alternative. I just got involved with my first movie deal. And so I'm working on
Wonderful.
that.
Hey, Mark,
Yep.
we're going to time out on the movie.
I
deal.
understand.
No, listen, thank you. This is, you guys understand why we get along, right? The excitement about just life and notes. This is why Mark's one of my closest buddies out there. Believe it or not, you'd be surprised who I really hang out with on a regular basis. But Mark, have you put your contact information in the chat?
Of course. Immediately.
All right. All right. So
And
definitely
Nap
encourage you to
Nation
reach out.
too. Mm-hmm.
And Nap, yes. I love it. He's officially Nap Nation member. If you haven't already, please put hashtag and your city and state. Like I said, Mark's driving around. He might just come and say hello to you, take you to coffee. This guy is out there on the move. Just because he doesn't like have dust settling on his shoulders, just like me. We're gonna move on to Rashonda Eldridge. Are you available to say hello and let everyone know what you're doing?
Hello, my name is Rashonda Eldridge. Here probably in the last 2-3 years, I became interested in notes. And I was intimidated, so I was just kind of looking around YouTube, just intimidated by how the entry of money even comes into this business. So here recently, in the last 3 months, I decided to take a course on mortgage notes finally, and actually develop a business and trying to do something with it. So I'm here gathering information and networking. I live in Springfield, Ohio.
Nice. Did you type
A
it in the
little
chat?
cool here. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful.
So I appreciate everyone here and sharing their experiences. I'm definitely taking notes on that. So thank you.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Yes, we have a few members out there and lots of inventory in your area. So looking forward to seeing you again. And if you text to opt in into the 855 number, you'll be invited to our other meetings.
Thank you. I'll do so.
Good to see you. All right, Scott Pullman. So this man deserves an introduction himself. Member for LARD, longer than the law allows. He'll tell you that. But again, just so proud of him. This is a gentleman who's transitioned. Few of you come here looking, not everyone, some of you come here looking to transition from your current job, right? And so this is a gentleman, when I met him, he was a science teacher, full-fledged. I mean, we'd have some talks on the side after he got out of class that had me cracking up about the kids in class. I'm excited for him to tell you about what he's doing now, so don't leave that part out, Mr. Pullman, and then also talk about your next deal, please.
For sure, and probably part of the reason why Mark and I get along so well. I started buying notes in 2019, bought my first note on Facebook. Don't recommend that. Joined Nap Nation and got some actual training, and then started buying more notes on my own, both with non-qualified funds and with IRA funds. Right now, actually, I'm originating a note, already drafted the mortgage. I've got a couple other short-term notes with flippers, or actually one flipper at the moment that I'm working with. And I bought a reverse mortgage this past summer, and it was a 6-month deal. People will talk to me and say, what kind of inventory you're looking for? And I'm like, man, I just quit my job in May. I actually skipped my last day of school, my last day of my W-2 job, to make it down to DME and finally meet these people that I've been networking with in person. So I actually got to meet Mark for the first time in person and shake his hand and share a room with him. So DME was awesome, and got to meet a ton of awesome note investors in person. Yeah, so I bought this past summer, bought a reverse mortgage, had a foreclosure sale date set for October. Foreclosure sale date happened. Nobody bought the property. I took the property back, filed abandonment. That took a month because the borrower was deceased. The day that I got it back, we did the roof, we did the trash out. I cleaned the carpet, shouldn't have, ended up replacing the carpet, bought a fridge, bought a dishwasher, had it listed on the market, sold it in February.
Dang, you make some money on that?
Fantastic, absolutely. Between that and a note that I brokered, I've made my teaching salary already.
That's what I'm
My
talking about.
wife's
That's
a
what I
little
want you
bit
to share.
concerned. My
Yeah.
wife's a little bit concerned because I was talking to Mark and I'm like, I haven't spent any of that money. I've never put any of it back into my personal funds because I wanted to reinvest it. So this month on the 17th, I closed with a partner on a 156 unit apartment complex in Memphis, actually a small portfolio. And we've got another one under contract and a couple others. So like Mark, only I look at multifamily not as passive income. I look at it for depreciation since there's no depreciation in the notes. I'm
Yes.
looking at
Big on
notes
it.
for income, and I'm looking at large multifamily for the depreciation and long-term money.
Amazing strategy. So when I talk to you about the level of sophistication in this group, you're witnessing in it right here. Everyone from me who's done this for over 20 years to the novice investor and everything in between. And a lot of my members are catching up and surpassing me, right? This is the amazing part. So when we talk about some of the things Scott's doing, he's bringing me in on that, right? So this is a family. We're growing together, and I'm just looking forward to having you guys all here with 2025. We've got Zach. Zach, are you available to say hello to everybody? If you haven't already, push your city and state in the chat so we can know where everybody is. If Zach has anything, if not, I'm going to open it up to questions and comments. We've got about 15 minutes left, and I'd love to ask some questions. Look like Woodrow Curry just joined. He's a member of the community. We just got finished doing all the introductions, Woodrow. So if you want to say hello, please do.
Hi, everybody.
What city and state are you in?
I'm Woodrow here in Los Angeles, and glad to be here this morning.
All right, thank you. I won't put you on the spot too much. Definitely, he's a member. Looks like Zach's maybe going to try to join in again so we can hear his audio. So we'll give him a second to say hello. But with this last 10 or 15 minutes, let's ask questions, share some examples. But Zach, are you able to say hello? Stop it. Hey, Zach.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We're doing
All
it.
right. I apologize. This is the
No,
first
you're
time I've
good.
done this from a phone. Yeah, I joined the Nap Nation about COVID times, and a couple times I had everything in line to start, and I just got delayed. So, I had a couple of construction projects going on during COVID that went the wrong way, and so whatever. You win some, you lose some. But now I'm getting ready to re-engage, and I'm just trying to synchronize my gears with what the community's doing and see what the market is like, get some ideas. And I would like to start doing some purchases in 2026 through my IRA and also outside of the IRA.
Amazing. And where are you again?
Seattle, Washington, Bellevue area.
Oh, okay. We've got Alicia Bolton, one of our members up there as well. If
was
you haven't already,
working
put
with
that
her.
in. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah. She's amazing. Okay, great. Well, thank you for everyone who contributed and said hello and let everybody know what they're doing. I want to use, like I said, this last 15 minutes just to shoot the stuff and talk about it. So I'll start some conversation. I know Scott's got a lot of stuff to talk about. As far as inventory is concerned, let me tell you a little bit about the state of the market. There's about 6.1 million non-performing or unperforming notes right now out there that are being held back artificially. I expect to start seeing them coming by. We've talked about this over the last couple of years that we're going to see them. I've got a non-performing tape coming down the pipeline. The situation is this. Most of the tapes now have larger balances, right? So for those of you who have been with me since, I don't know, like 2011 or what have you, I mean, we were buying notes, right? 30,000, So because of where we are, a lot of the newer notes obviously have underwritten at higher values. So you're going to see higher values on notes and or you're going to see higher prices of values for the underlying assets, which sometimes will translate into what the seller is looking for in pricing. So a lot's changed since we first started, but the game is still the same, right? And so what I would say is that we do expect to see more non-performing notes coming down the pipeline. One of my partners just had a meeting with someone to look at a whole tape, but the tape has larger notes on it. So when we talk about larger, before the tapes we had usually were like 80,000 or less, right? Now most of these notes are usually 100,000 or more. So the last non-performing note we took down as a community, there was 9 of us who took down a non-performing note in New York City, the Bronx. So I don't know if you're following me on that. We are so excited about that. We do little things unconventionally. If it makes sense, we do it. If the numbers make math, we're doing it. We're not necessarily scared of things, judicial, non-judicial, New York, New Jersey. It just got to make sense. So let's walk through New York, okay? And I want to talk to you about that because New York is very scary, and rightfully so. So I don't want to sound like I'm up here braggadocious, like, just do New York. No. Okay, 1, I'm from New York. Check that box. So there's no fair here for me on that. 2, I have a lot of connections in New York, which is the main thing, okay? When you talk about Pennsylvania and New York, you really need to know, because it's, again, not trying to say it, and it allegedly is mafia related, so you need to know the right people. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time getting through, right? You got to know people in these areas. So I know people. 3, asking the right questions. So let's talk about this note. Obviously, the numbers made sense. I'm actually going to share the screen since there's no need to see this anymore, and we can see it real quick if I can find it. It is a 2-unit building. So out there they have the shotgun. No, say shotgun. That's more Louisiana. But the brickstones, and they usually have, some of them have 2 units on each side. Well, this one also has a basement underneath it, right? And so what I will tell you is that the reason we wanted to move on it is because, 1, there's something called the City of Yes. Okay. And I'm going to share my screen here. So the City of Yes just passed. That is and we follow. Okay. This is one of my jobs. I'm an economist by trade. So I love doing the economics, right? So I will follow and find out what's going on. But in New York, there's something called the City of Yes, which is a law that just passed that's going to allow, if you guys can see the address, you can pull that up. This is the one we just purchased. It's non-performer. We must have paid our budget on this was about 300, no, I want to say about 400,000 on this one. So 9 of us came in and we took them down. So moral of the story is, 1, I'm going to be getting more non-performing notes, but they're going to be bigger. Does that mean that you can't get involved? No, but most likely we're going to do SPVs or something like that to get this done, right? And so special purpose vehicles, and meaning joint ventures, doing them together and taking them down together. So expect to see more inventory that way. Tons of that was a huge trade. We must have taken down 160 plus notes from it. So here's the asset in the Bronx, if you can see it. Got the 2 units, and now that basement, because of the City of Yes, is now going to be legally a legal dwelling, like with the ADU type of feel to it. So that's going to automatically take the value of this up, right? And so we're expecting to get this thing sold somewhere between 900 to close to $1 million once we're done with it. First question I ask before I get into New York City is, where are you guys with the foreclosure process? Right? Because if they just started a foreclosure process, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to touch the note. But it takes a long time to foreclose in New York. This particular note, they were 90% done with it. We're in. Right? So these are some of the questions that we teach you here to ask because the devil is in the detail, right? Anybody have a personal note they want to share a portfolio with? I know myself, I have $250,000. I bought $250,000 worth of these Oklahoma notes. So you guys, the other thing that's different about this trade is that I also buy alongside with you, right? And so that's why I'm in this, to buy notes. No one's going to sell me 10 notes by myself, but 160, if I share it to community, then we can take the whole tape down. So that's what we did. So thank you, Daryl, and all you guys out there that actually got involved and took the tape down with me, because I was able to take some too. Of that, I foreclosed on 2 partials. So I'm now the proud owner of at least 8 acres in Oklahoma that I'm going to probably do some building on. So there's a lot of different things you can do in this industry and with these assets. Anybody have any questions they want to talk about here? Any comments they want to add?
On the 8 acres that you're talking about, rather than building, have you thought about subdividing?
You know what's funny? I haven't. Talk to me about that. Is that an easy process, one?
Well, it all depends upon the county. Before you do anything as buying it, you'd have to contact the county and find out what their rules and regulations are about subdividing. But if it's in a more rural area, you'll have less of a problem. You can subdivide it double and possibly triple your investment.
And then do less work. I like that.
Right.
Boyd, I got a
Plus, you
question
don't
about that.
have as much
Would you?
money tied up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Scott.
No, it's okay.
No, that's a great idea.
Would you run any of the utilities prior to subdividing to make it more lucrative or easy to sell to owner occupants that want to build on the property?
Well, that's part of the subdivision. First of all, you have to find out what the rules and regulations are as far as building. So if you had 5 acres or 10 acres, could you subdivide it into 1 acre lots? So that would give you more lots as far as building. As far as utilities are concerned, you use that as leverage. So if you're looking at a piece of property and it has no utilities, then what you do before you make an offer on it, you find out what it's going to cost to put utilities in. And every area is different. I looked at a hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm
I
just
got
sharing
it.
my screen.
Oh, okay. So you find out what the requirements are for utilities. Now, I looked at a place in Virginia. They told me the water line came right up to the property line. Well, that's true, but when I checked with the water department, I found out there was 18-month where you couldn't hook up any utilities at all. They felt that growth was going too fast. They said you'd have to wait 18 months. So these are the things you need to know. But in most cases, you use the fact that there are no utilities or find out what it's going to cost, because in some parts of the country, electricity is based upon the cost of each pole that has to be run to the property before you have electricity, and that's what they'll charge you. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, no, 100%. And it is in a rural area. It's in a not rural. It's in a like subdivision area where there are houses. I'm actually going to pull it up to show you guys just for the since we're here, if you guys are interested in looking at it. But yeah, these are some of the things, right? And I'm actively involved too. So I think that's one of the things that I say separates us, right? You're going to be working along someone who's actually doing the same thing I'm telling you to do, and we're doing it in real time. But no, that's huge. Scott, did you have something else you were add for me to do? I'm going to show you the property right here while we have you.
No, that was it.
All right. Well, here's what the place looks like. Map it. I think I got to click this. So yeah, no, that actually might be something I do just to get out of this. I had some long-term plans because the city of Shawnee has just been designated as a blue zone. For those of you who are familiar with blue zones, if you're not, look them up. I'll spare you the time here. But this is the prop. These are the two assets right here. See, 1, 2, the here, like for health and wellness. So I have a lot of people in the industry. Maybe put a little like smaller homes here, you know, those little box homes here, and the master one here, and have a like entertainment stage. But I like what you said because it's a shorter term play. So this is why we're here together, because you guys might bring better ideas for me to turn my money quicker. So I love it. Thank you, Boyd.
Hey, Jasmine, I actually
Yes.
contacted the county about subdividing, because remember that 10-acre lot that we're
And
closing
you just
on?
got, yeah.
Yep.
What they
And they
say.
are good. I got information for you on that
I
one.
figured as much. Okay, great. Because Oklahoma is fairly
Yep,
easy,
I'll
man.
call
They
you.
don't, they don't make it very easy. All right. Well, we're excited, guys. I want to let you guys go for the sake of time. We've got 9 minutes. I know everybody, it's 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. I know everyone's excited about their Saturday. I cannot thank you enough for coming out, and I'll see you next month. Same time, same bat channel. Thank you again.
Sorry, I've been a stranger.
Have a great day, Jasmine.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yes, sir. Great. Lord.
Did you bounce, Jasmine?